Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and we are playing Timberborn, and of course our most idyllic, perfect town you will ever see, called San Fran Beaver. When we left off last time, we are starting to ramp up expansion, really. We are building in a whole set of dirt and houses down here. We've got these temporary online. I will turn them off. So the capacity of these will kind of be doubled because we're going to replace one of them and then get an extra half plus one. We are building ourselves another large tank. We are going to stick with 4 pumps going. We are full of water. And although we are on a beautiful wet cycle, there's not really much need for us to ramp things up at this point. What we are going to do is when we do get a few more beavers, we're currently 5 short. We are very much going to push some of our builders' huts. We are getting quite a bit of building on the go. And it's gone a little bit slow for my liking, so we definitely need a lot more builders' huts. And so with that in mind, we do also have some building work going on here somewhere. I found it. And so with that, I think... how am I going to do this? Am I going to cut it off to roughly where I've got it? Am I going to come all the way back and, in fact, make it a little bit deeper? Choices. I think I am going to go a little bit further back. And just square ourselves off. So what that's going to look like is, if I come down to landscaping, we will build 2 more dirt blocks. We will get a... no, we don't really need a... Sluices probably are the easy ways, but we don't really need a sluice. We just kind of need a way to let the water in without it falling down the sides. Although I suppose, no, platforms would probably be the easiest, wouldn't they? Go and build 3 platforms. Now, unfortunately, that means, of course, with the current state, I can't put dirt on top. Cannot wait for that new update. And so that also then means let's have some dirt coming up there. That will, in essence, be the start of our water system. And so what we're going to go and do is we can start to... I will also go and grab myself a lovely path and structure. Is that a 3? No, it's a 4. Go and build that up as well once available. That will allow us to get all of this line. So the only bit that becomes a little bit annoying for now is like this 1 square or something like that. And so what we're going to go and do, let's quickly measure up. So that's 6 up to there, so that bit's 7. Okay. So let's go and place us some dynamite. That'll all get placed in there. And then we'll need a triple in there. And we'll need some triple all along here as well. And that, well, like I said, apart from that 1 square, that will, once I've built this bridge as well, that will give me access to get rid of all of this at the same time. We will, once we blow, in fact, yes, so what I'm going to go and do, in fact, remove a little bit of that, because once I've blown this down, I will still want access to be able to destroy the rest of it. Yes, we'll leave it at that for now. And that is basically the start of our next giant reservoir. Let's come down here. How are we doing? We haven't placed any dirt. What are our builders doing? It's the start of a brand new day. Where are our builders going? Oh, I think they're building this. Which is... Oh, I know exactly why. We can't have access to this, do we? Lol. Let us... Should get access now. Construction is waiting for the construction behind to be finished. Okay, we're waiting for those to be finished, I think. I'm a little bit confused. I don't really know, but I mean, we should be able to run to the end of here. And so place these 4 down, and then these 4. Although... But I feel like these arrows mean something. So I guess you have to start from this side. Can you rotate dirt? Not something I've ever tried, really. Oh, you can. You choose the direction in which dirt is built. That's interesting. Let's go and... Go and try this one again then, shall we? Let's build our dirt in the right direction. I didn't realize that was a thing, really. And so we want to come all the way to here. We then want to go and grab our housing. That one needs to go there. That one needs to go there. That one needs to have the entrance swapped. And let's go and place this back down. And then let's go and call all of these top priority. The other bits of dirt can wait a little bit. Oh, would you look at that? We have our giant tank ready. Let's go and call it water. And that puts us up to 3,390. Our beautiful 1,200 tank. That is all of these 4 rolled into one. And I think with that, we can get rid of these. But honestly, there's no need to just yet. There's absolutely no need to. So something else we're going to go and do is we're actually going to go and build another storage. We're going to go build it on this side, actually. Another storage container. We are going to go and build up ladders. And then, of course, we need not that size, because I'm going a bit crazy. We need to build it all the way up to the entrance. And this is going to be for berries, at which point we will, of course, then get rid of these 2. And we will turn the berries back on to be gathered. So we will go and get ourselves a 1,200 emergency stockpile of food. Because that's what we need, ladies and gentlemen. Emergency stockpilings of food. Okay, hang on. Let's go up to full speed. That might also speed all this up a little bit. And let's watch it. Look at that. We're getting water in there. Let's keep going and filling up that tank. And so, of course, once... Wow, we're down to 7 unfulfilled jobs. Once all of this is finally getting built up and put in, we will start to be able to get the rest of it built up and put in as well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And what I might in fact do is... go and grab a couple of these. And path that up there. And now, once this has been built, I believe... Yes, look at the green up here. How much closer we are to everything now we've gone and made the connection. At the moment, it is a path of 63. Even down here, it's a path of 52. That lovely greeny color. And how much shorter this will make things. We'll also basically give these guys a bit of better access to here, which is where all our food is. Look at that. We also now have a whole bunch of spare beds again. Oh no, wait, let's keep that paused, that's fine. It is a priority, it's just unfortunately last priority because it was the last thing to be built. But we'll get that online, we'll get these built, and we'll pause that one again. Because we do want to increase our population, but we want to increase it under a little bit of control. We are continuing to gather lots of dirt. Oh, I lied, we're actually down to 34. We are continuing to gather it, but although we're actually not. We are down by 9 workers now. Everybody's dying of old age. Unconnected buildings. Don't pause that one. They will all relocate to these buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So I could kind of put some roofs on them, but it would have to not be these ones, basically. Although you do manage to cover that one. I could... No, I don't usually do these, and plus I was potentially going to run... Oh, no, I don't want a mini lodge. Although I could actually have mini lodges here. They only inhabit for 1 beaver, but it could finish off this side. Who only knows? And then maybe we can put some roof on top. Potentially. There is definitely a potential for that. So we are still missing 8 workers. Our water is slowly going up, and I'm honestly happy with that. We will continue to blow everything up here. Like I said, we do need a lot more builders. We need a lot more beavers. As you can see from that, there you go. We're 8 beavers down. Is there anything we have a lot of? Not huge amounts. I am actually going to... Let's pause you. And let's pause you. Just to move some beavers around. Let's take 2 out of you. There you go. So now we're only missing 3 beavers. This is working to a very slow capacity, but at least it's working. And our carrots and sunflower seeds have shot back up now that we've gone and extended our farming area. Definitely not the most efficient farming area, but a farming area it very much is. 16 young beavers. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Would you look at that? And so something else we are also then going to go and do. I'm actually going to wait for the bad tide. I want to see what this looks like during said bad tide. I want to see how much stays irrigated, how much gets polluted, etc., etc. And see what it all basically looks like. But then with these bits, okay, they're all facing the right way at least. It's weird how, I don't know, dirt has a direction. Like you're building retaining walls or something. Okay, so all this seems to actually stay perfectly irrigated. A little bit weird, but I'll take it. Especially this top section, which is the one that I'm most interested in. Would you look at this, ladies and gentlemen? Our beautiful little crater of water. We probably are going to have to use this at some point, but not quite yet. And so what we're going to do is we're also going to look to... Oh, hang on. Here comes the corruption and pollution. Is that where we end? I mean, I can live with that because I was basically about to place a farm, but on this side of the road anyway. So I can live with that. We'll leave that to keep going for another day or so. And more to the point, that was a 19-day bad tide. Without me paying any attention whatsoever. It is still a 19-day bad tide. Only one job missing. We have 18 kits and 1 spare bed. How are we looking? Yeah, that looks like all it's going to spread. That looks like it stopped there, so that looks like it stopped there. So we can, in essence, go and lay the foundation for our next set of farming, which we're going to go and place here. Now, there's no rush to get this built whatsoever, because we are not ready at that point. 10 days. That is a very big field, basically. That should do it. Not quite centralized, but that should do it. And of course, there is always potentially an argument for... Where's my food thing gone? For a beehive. It'll boost the growth of all of these nearby crops. There's an argument for it, but I'm not going to go and grab it. Yes, we are going to go and grab our Dutch windmill. Which will work just in here, right opposite the farm. We are going to go and place that as well. A little 250 science cost. And we will eventually link this path to here as well, but I'm not entirely sure what my housing situation is going to look like. So I need to figure that out and sort that out first. The water is dropping rather rapidly. I'm going to go and pause one more pump. I'm going to go and pause 2 pumps. We have a lot of days of bad tide left to go. We do, however, have a lot of water in reserve. And I don't think I'm quite using 200 per turn yet. No, I'm not. I'm only on 75 beavers. So more like 160, 170. So we've got enough for at least, what, 12 days with no pumping? So we should be fine for everything to keep going. We have 2 jobs empty. That should all turn around pretty quickly. And yes, we will start to take the water out of the reservoir a little bit slower. We, of course, are increasing the size of the reservoir and starting to build our next great big project. We'd very much like some more beavers to be in the building hut. To the point where I'm even going to go and place down another builder's hut. But, of course, it's not going to be any... I don't want to place it there, actually. Because that is kind of in the way. And it's on lovely green land. I'm actually trying to get rid of all of this. I'm going to go and say over here. Over here. Because it doesn't really matter, I don't think, where the builder's hut is. Because they don't have to keep going back to the builder's hut. They only live there when there's no building to be done. At which point, well, I can live with that. And that's going to go... Again, that's going to get built last. Because by the time they get around to building that, they should have filled all of this with beavers. There's beavers. And we should have all of our other jobs filled in. Because there is a little bit of building still to be done. Well, there you go. Dynamite's going down. Dirt is potentially lacking. No, we've got plenty of dirt. Dirt is being built. Oh, we even went and filled in that little bit back there for some reason first. That was a bit odd. Can we reach these 2? We can. That's good. So yes, we want to very much get lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots more beavers. And builders. I'm actually going to go and call this now priority. Because we have a spare beaver. So let's go and get him in that building. 197 and 294. I do need to keep an eye on those because I've paused both my explosives and my centrifuge. Okay, so it is quite a big bad tide, and our water is holding. Our reservoir is not really holding, to be honest. Go and put you down to... I'm going to, in fact, try and turn you off for a little while. We have enough water. What did I say? About 160 per day. We have 10 days at least. We need 14. Oh, it'll be close. It'll be close. Go and blow you all up. Let's go and... put you all back in. And... yeah, it should all be good. Should all be good. The builder's hut is built and has 4 workers. And we still have 3 beavers spare. Let's go and up our... those guys again, basically. And... yeah, so cool. So our building should start to get done a lot faster. Means we can keep pushing forward and keep building more and more and more and more and more. Frankly. That just needs somebody to go and hit it with a hammer. Just like that guy. Beautiful work. We do need to finish this line before we start here. And then... hang on, with that placed in, we will need a single piece of dynamite there. And double dynamite there. And triple dynamite there. I believe. Possibly. I could be wrong there, actually. Did I go and misjudge that? I did go and misjudge that. That is in fact triple dynamite. That is in fact not triple dynamite. Yes. Feel like I clicked that a few times. Alright, so that will be single. Let's rearrange all of that. That'll be a double. And all of this will be a triple. And yeah, so this is going to be the only piece that I'm not going to be able to get to, at least for now. At least for now, until I go and... that'll all be levees. And then, once again, it'll be a single. And then, so what we're going to need to do, very much so, is, and I think I've probably got science for this now, 3000. Yes, we do. Logs, planks, and metal. We can also go ahead and do that. Let us go and... very much put that into there. And I don't suppose that happens to have worked out. No, it hasn't. It's a shame. Go and chuck that one in there. And then that is the start, or the next phase, shall we say, of the project. And then... we will very much need to get down there. We also need to get the impermeable floor. And all of that needs to be covered up so the water can't escape. And then from there, we need... I'm going to keep it on... dirt blocks. Let's go and border all of this. Go and basically fill in all of these gaps. I think there's a tiny gap there. And a tiny bit more of a gap here. So as you can see, yes, we need a lot more builders. We need a lot more building to be done. And then from there, we will look to... we've gone and built this in... We will look to... we've got a 4-1, which is the biggest we can get. So, see if I can get that placed correctly. It was one of those two. We'll measure up and see. Well, hey, these ones. We probably want to go one to the left as well. And then, I don't suppose this fills in this gap, does it? Oh, it does. Beautifully slower, so I might add. Go and fill in that gap. Go and remove those two. And... then let us... Oh, of course it's going to be one short. I'll build those there. Build those there. We will need to use a couple of levies, block those off. Block that off. And then other than that, we're going to get some annoying trees in our way by here. We simply then need to permeable floor all of this. And dirt wall it in. Let's come back to our dirt. And we will, in essence, be building ourselves a massive... We're going to pressurize our water system, basically. And then we have 3 very annoying trees in the way. We're going to leave it at that point for now, and then we're going to mark all... those 2 for demolition. There's actually only 2 there we need to get rid of. Mark those 2 for demolition. And so to get into all of this, we need to build ourselves one of our joyous ladders. Oh, and I see our little problem we've gone and gotten ourselves. Let's go and build ourselves a joyous ladder by here. All of our ladders are joyous, of course. And then build a giant path here. That should get us pretty much everywhere we want to go. Except let's take out the end bit of path. That then becomes an up and down ladder. And let's go and path this all up. And I think I will need one more ladder. There you go. All that can now technically be built. Of course, what that does mean is a lot of resources. Let's go and blow some of this up. And then, of course, what I am going to do is I am also then going to mark this as a slightly lower priority. The reason being for that is I want anything I choose to build afterwards because this is a very big project, to actually get built, as opposed to all of this. I don't want it all taking up precedence, in essence. So, for instance, I would like them to keep laying this dynamite. I would like them to make sure, for instance, our storehouses and our housing constructions and all that kind of stuff gets built first. Because, as I said, I want them to actually keep building things. But I do want that project to keep moving in the background. And what are we down to? 978 water. With only a few days left to go. Our water depth is dropping. Now, what did I work out we do take up? About 170, so that's 340. That's 680. That's just on 4 days. We got 5.5 to go. That technically comes into about 1,000. So I am going to turn a pump on for a little bit. We have 10 empty jobs. That'll all be because we went and lost a whole bunch of beavers, quite frankly. We have 10 kits, 9 empty jobs, only 3 empty beds. Is that quite right? We have 65 adults. We have 5 injured beavers, and no recipe was selected. Wheat flour, my friend. Wheat flour. We are, of course, increasing the number of jobs we have. And so, we're going to try and work kind of with what we've currently got. Now, that is a very big project, and there's a lot of stuff going on. I am actually going to... I'm going to take 2 people out of you. Start filling up the other jobs. I think at this stage, it's probably quite safe to remove you 2. We have 4 injured beavers, which of course never helps. Yes, we have a lot of construction on the go. 4.4 days left. 837. I'm going to go and pause this water pump once again. And look at that. Now down to only just 1 vacancy. And I'm sure any moment now we'll have about 5 unemployed beavers. So up here on the hill... Go and detonate all of this wonderful dynamite, and then once again place all of this wonderful dynamite. And then once that's blown up, we can start blowing up this part as well and start increasing the size of our reservoir. All of what we're doing is going to go and add us many blocks of water, which aren't really going to be noticeable, if I'm perfectly honest. Simply due to the fact that we are also increasing the size of our beaver population. But they will definitely be making a difference. Yeah, the reason now that we have 0.3 worth of water, well, quite frankly, instead of nothing, we would have run out a long time ago if we hadn't blown all of this reservoir up. And I truly cannot wait for this system to be fully plugged in. I am actually going to go and mark... As soon as they get the opportunity, you 2 to be a priority remove, so I can go and finish off placing these dirt blocks, quite frankly. Because... Oh, no, they should be... Oh, no. Well, yeah, they should be able to run around here. They can still run through trees. But of course, we do have a slight gap in our pressurized system. Which, you know, let's be honest, folks, if you've got a hole in your pressurized system, it's not very well pressurized. And so then what we're going to do is we're, of course, going to build this higher as well. And from that point, we will basically have a glorious reservoir. We will have stage 1 of our pressurized system reservoir. Like I said, we are going to then use this to set up multiple towers around the edge of the map. I mean, I'm thinking one here, one on the edge here, 2 along here, possibly 2 here, 1 here, and probably a couple here. The ones here as well will get us to our second district. We have run out of scrap metal. You can be paused. Sorry, we've run out of scrap metal to collect. We still have 361 in stock, which is 180, I think. I think it's 2 for 1. Yes, 180 metal blocks. That still only puts us at 400, which is not a huge amount in the grand scheme of things. And so on that, I think we probably do need to at least get access to this even before we start getting that second district on the go. We very much do need to increase. Be done. Beautifully done. Do very much need to increase our metal output, but also our water reservoir. I do love. We're just gonna have this guy just waiting to be built. I mean, I could technically actually call this normal priority. If I actually path around, it will actually be able to get built now. That should get built, and then we'll actually get access to this piece of dynamite as well, and we'll blow that out of the way. 1.1 day left, 217 water, 0.17 in our little reservoir of what's left. And even then on top of that, we are starting to now get wheat flour, which means we need somewhere to put it, quite frankly. Pine resin, we're almost out of pine resin. That's not great, but we do also have 305 treated planks, so not exactly like we're about to run out of treated planks. We do, of course, need to sort out a proper pine resin area. That is very much going to be needed. And then, in terms of storage, we'll get ourselves a medium warehouse right by here. That is going to be for... No, not wheat. Wheat flour. Wheat flour, wheat flour, wheat flour. That is grilled spatterdock. That is berries. Wheat flour? Wheat flour! So we're going to go and put that in there. We're going to go and turn on our berry collector. Because for some reason people are eating berries very, very slowly. We're going to go and turn him on. And watch our berries continue to be collected. And we are also then going to go and put our next warehouse in, which will be for our wonderful bread. There's bread. And let's go and pause a second, because I do need to get my water pumps going. Probably unpause that now. There you go. 19 days of a bad tide, and we survived, ladies and gentlemen. We did survive. That is about to completely run out until... There you go. It starts flowing through. You can no longer see any of our construction lines. And there you go. It's all flowing through now. Absolutely beautiful. We will not be drying out anytime today. There you go, 19 days. That seems to be what our new limit is. Go and blow that up. Go and blow all of these up. You guys need one more layer. You need a couple of explosions. And then everybody will be hunky-dory. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, we have laid down the foundation of our future water system. We have found out we can survive a 19-day bad tide, although we really need to get some more water pumping right now. We are increasing the size of our reservoir, which is very much going to go and help, but we really need to get our water pumps going. And yeah, let's not have so much oscillation, please. I need all 6 of these I need them all working, please, if you don't mind. Less flooding. I suppose I could put that down by 0.05. Although that doesn't really seem to be doing too much instead of thank you in terms of helping this. Let's have all of those pumps working, please. And did you just... No, you didn't get built. All of you did, though, I think. Alright, that's going to cause a little bit more oscillation again whilst this stops and starts. Gonna blow that up. And let's place our final piece of dynamite for that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go and end the episode there. Everything is... It's going okay. We've just had a whole bunch of beavers die. And then a couple more grew up. And then a whole bunch more died again. And this is, of course... Hey, it can flood. It can oscillate overnight. I can live with that. But let's not have it oscillating during the daytime, please. Because I need to be pumping that as much as possible. And the whole point as well of building this sealed, pressurized reservoir system is it can all be controlled by the sluices, which is going to be much, much, much more efficient and less oscillaty, if that's not in slightly a real word. But it will be a much, much more controlled system if I don't use these dams, and this doesn't basically keep flooding and unflooding, which is going to help my water extraction immensely. Because currently at the moment I am losing many precious hours to flooding. And so, on that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you are enjoying it still. I hope you will come back as we finish our beautiful pressurized water system. And potentially start District 2, but I don't know. I'm a little bit weary without this pressurized system as to how our water systems are going to hold up. 8 injured beavers. That is rather a lot. I think I have the medical beds for that, so let's not panic. And so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, and as I always say, and as I truly, truly wish, until we see you again, I hope that you can stay safe, happy, and healthy.